Jerome Powell is going to make you rich. No, literally. The Federal Reserve is gearing up to make an interest rate cut that could be a huge catalyst for the entire crypto markets. Bitcoin could blast to 160,000 as Cointelegraph predicts, Ethereum can spend more than 3 days over $5,000 again, and altcoins could rally hard. Stick with me to the end of this video to find out what exactly a Fed rate cut could truly mean for Bitcoin, for altcoins, and how you can prepare for it. Welcome to the Coin Zone, where we uncover hidden truths behind crypto and money. I'm your host, Crypto with Paul. Before we get started here, guys, do me a favor and hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to us here at the Coin Zone for more investigative videos like this. Now, let's cut to the chase. Pun intended. Today, we're diving into why these Fed rate cuts are not just boring banker Wall Street talk, but they're potentially a secret sauce for a massive crypto bull run. Let's break down the Fed like they are a bad rom-com, mysterious, emotional, and always playing with your wallet. So the Federal Reserve, or America's central bank, is basically the economy's thermostat. They crank up interest rates to cool things down when inflation is hotter than a Solana transaction fee. They make borrowing expensive so people stop spending and prices chill out. But when the economy struggles, like our recent jobs report with only 22,000 jobs reported as opposed to a potential 75,000, they slash those rates to pump the gas. Think of it this way. High rates are basically like putting your cash in a boring 5% APY yield account with your local bank. Everyone parks their money there, and risky things like stocks and crypto just collect dust. But rate cuts to 3.9% as JP Morgan predicts, and suddenly that safe yield seems pretty boring. People have money again to gamble with, and where do they put that money when they want to spice things up again a bit, more than a 5% APY yield account? That's right, guys. Stocks and crypto. Lower rates means cheaper loans for everybody, businesses expand, consumers splurge, and liquidity explodes. It juices up risk appetite, so forget your safe plays. Ethereum staking yields get more tempting, and projects like Hype could surge on speculation. And fun fact, guys, Goldman Sachs is banking on 3 25-point rate cuts before the end of the year. That's not just bullish for the S&P. It's mega giga-chad bullish for crypto. But hey, history does not lie, so let's rewind the tapes. Do you remember 2020? And I'm not talking COVID, I'm talking when the Fed cut rates to nearly zero, and poof, Bitcoin goes from $4,000 to $69,000, pause. But it's not all smooth sailing. There is short-term risk and volatility because traders freak out. But still, guys, long-term, it is party time. The Fed has been playing this rate game since the 80s. They cut, markets usually throw a rager, like your local fraternity, especially if it's not during a full-blown recession. Take 1995, Feds trim rates for a soft landing, and boom. The S&P 500 jumps 21% the following year. Now, S&P talk, that's pretty big. In crypto land, that's like, who cares? No drama, just gains. Now, fast forward to 2019. Trade wars brewing, Fed eases 3 times, and stocks rally 28% by the end of the year. And Bitcoin at the time doubled from $3,700 to basically $7,000. Altcoins like Chainlink at the time also pumped like 500% on the hype. The pattern's clear, guys. In non-recession cuts like our current 2025 setup right now, according to Bank of America, stocks average 15 to 20% gains in 1 year. Volatility spikes, traders bet big, but the bulls get the last laugh. And for altcoins, rate cut sparks altcoin season. In 2021, Dogecoin pumped 10,000% on retail FOMO. 10,000%, guys. And with easing ahead, expect similar chaos. The only difference this time with Dogecoin is that the meme coin pool is much larger. Thanks, Solana. Cheaper capital means more retail and VC bucks going to projects like Cardano and its native assets, or for a project like Avalanche and its subnets or its RWA narratives. History screams bullish, guys. So now how do you turbocharge your bags? Okay, Now here is where it gets juicy for us crypto degens. If the Fed cuts right now in 2025, Bitcoin is primed for takeoff. That is because lower rates will weaken the dollar and it will boost Bitcoin's narrative as a digital gold. ETF inflows are crushing records right now and Ethereum is outpacing Bitcoin's ETF inflows. That is a super huge indicator for things to come. Now this is where the fun multiplies. Rate cuts equals risk on mode and altcoins thrive on speculation. With Ethereum staking at around 4 to 5% beating treasuries, it can again trade over $5,000 that we've heard so much about, and it can go much further from there. Solana speed could shine, trading volume could surge, and that could be perfect for meme coins and NFTs. And then you never know. Our boy Elon could tweet about Doge again, people could FOMO into it again. Even blue chips like Chainlink's oracles can benefit, boosting DeFi and TVL. Look, I'm not here to make predictions, but the fact is that rate cuts could be this catalyst that we've all been waiting for in the crypto space. And here at the Coin Zone, we're locked in waiting to see what Hard Hat Powell does. Is he finally going to obey President Trump's wishes? Too late, Powell. What a disgrace. So make sure you're locked in right now and paying attention, because you'll be kicking yourself if you let this potentially massive opportunity slip away from you. But let me know what you guys think. Are we getting rate cuts here in September, or 3 times as Goldman Sachs predicts before the end of the year? And will that finally be the catalyst we need to enter altcoin season here in 2025? Once again, you're watching the Coin Zone. I'm your host, Crypto with Paul. I'll see you guys in the next video.